Hello everybody and welcome to Phoenix International Raceway. We're back after a little bit of a 1-week break because I was celebrating my birthday. We're getting ready to go racing in the desert once again as we get through our 42 car starting lineup. On pole currently is Purab Shrivastava, and to his outside ST Craig, who won at Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. In row 2 is Angel Gutierrez and Manuel Sanchez, who won this race last season. Row 3 is Kurt Perkins and Carlson Vebelst. Row 4 is Montana Sherman and Tegan Fox. Row 5, qualifying for his first race of the season, Caleb Lane. He qualifies as shocking 9th place. And to his outside, Leroy Conwell. Row 6 is Michael Parsons and Aline McThydig. Row 7 is Doge Borkington and Fleet Cruz. Row 8 is Skippy Larson and Riley Smith. Row 9 is Alex Davidson and Dan Sedgwick. Row 10 is Nelson Reeves and Ezekiel Garcia Ball. I almost forgot what his name was. Row 11 is Luke Evans, and there's your points leader, Ryan Scarrett, starting a bit farther back, but he's qualified a bit bad this season. He'll somehow get his way to the front. And in this row is Asher Eveland and Mark Guerrero. And then the next row is Kellen Short and Peter Lane. I lost track of what row we're in. Patrick Kamitz and Mark Evans in this row. Jason Main and Flandre Wilson. Big Mac has qualified for another race. And Neil Dick to his outside. Kyler Sistry and Jonathan Marks, who dominated Las Vegas but didn't end up victorious in the end. Brock Moore and Anton Alvarez in, I believe this is row 18. In row 19 is Sierra Reno, and Tony Santori Jr. is finally qualified for another race. In row 20 is Kirsten Bell and Caleb Lane. And in the final row is Ronnie Martin and Dick Ball brings up the rear of the field. That is your starting lineup for 94 laps here at Phoenix. Let's get this race underway.
Drivers, start your engines!
'58 will go up today. 58 doesn't even exist, Caleb. Alright, anyways, engines fired up, and the cars are rolling. Oh, wait, he's deaf. He can't hear me. Alright, so anyways, our cars are now rolling, as the pace car will soon head to pit road. Shrivastava and ST Craig will lead the field to green here. 94 laps at Phoenix, and we're underway, and it looks like Gutierrez got a great jump here, and he's immediately going to try to go for the lead into turn 1. What a jump by the 87 here, and he might clear here soon. Side by side with the 36. As Gutierrez battles here, Craig falls back to third. Perkins using the inside line as he battles Manuel Sanchez, and Gutierrez will get around Shrivastava, and Angel Gutierrez, the rookie, will lead lap number 1. As the top 3 get single file, Kurt Perkins still fighting with Sanchez here. That is for 4th place. As Sherman gets clear here, but here comes Caleb Rose, not Caleb Lane. You can sometimes get confused with the Calebs here. As Craig is trying to go for 2nd, looking for another great run here. He is into the top 30 in owners' points, and that's a good thing for him because his job is on the line, like I said in the last race. So he's looking for another strong run here so that he can stay in the 71 for another season. As Sanchez slides way up, as Perkins still hasn't cleared him here. Rose fighting with Sherman here. That is for 6th place. 79 blown up tonight. Perkins just got clear of Sanchez here, as Craig still battling with Shrivastava here. Gutierrez is starting to pull away slightly a little bit as these two continue to battle here. Rose still fighting with Sherman. And he might get clear here into turn 3, and yes, he will. as Sherman battles back against Perkins. A lot of side-by-side action here out front, as Stravostova will once again get clear of Craig here. Sanchez continuing to battle with Perkins here. Rose up on the high side, as Parsons starts to make some passes here. Doge Borkington also making a couple passes here and there. Oh, we almost got 3 wide there, as Caleb Rose kind of slid up a bit, as he's trying to hang on to 6th place and maybe try to go for 5th here, as we might have a battle for the lead here. Stravostova wants his lead back. The pole sitter hasn't led a lap because his lap got taken away by Gutierrez, as they're side by side into the dogleg and into turn 3. 36 trying to get the advantage here. Gutierrez trying to hang on the outside. He'll get a big run coming down the front stretch, and Gutierrez will just barely lead that lap and maybe clear here, as Stravostova now having to deal with Craig here a bit, but he'll keep his car on the inside lane and he'll just slot back into 2nd place. Parsons has gotten around Caleb Rose as he tries to hang on to his 7th place now, but kind of stuck on that outside line, and he has a less powerful car. He's in trouble here. He's got to figure out a way to hang on to his top 10 here, as Sanchez goes for 3rd place here, the defending winner, of course. Looking for another victory in a slightly stronger car than last season. If you watched Phoenix from last year, he won it on some strategy, some pit stop strategy. It worked out for him. He became victorious. But this season is a bit different. He wants to get a victory on pace alone as he gets around Craig, and he'll slot into 3rd place. Parsons now battling with Vevelst here, as Doge Borkington continuing to make passes and continuing to move his way up the field, as Rose starting to fall back a little bit. The strong run kind of tapering off here early, and that's probably maybe due to tires wearing out, or maybe it's because he has weaker equipment, of course. And Craig is starting to fall back too a little bit, as it looked like Perkins was trying to get around him. Now Parsons is going to try to battle the number 5 machine here. Tegan Fox joining in on this battle here for about top 10 here, as Sherman's trying to hold on to his top 10 position. Perkins looks like he'll hold on. Oh, Stravostova kind of slid up a little bit, and now Sanchez is trying to get 2nd place here. Not quite side by side, but Sanchez is looking here. He might have some room here. No, Stravostova looks like he's going to hang on, but Sanchez might have a run here coming into the dogleg. And he's still peeking, he's still looking, but Stravostova looks like he's going to hang on to 2nd place. As Gutierrez continues to lead, he has led them all. Parsons now battling with Bevelst. Rose has finally gotten back on the inside line. That's where he needs to be if he wants to make up some positions. Oh, and he's actually kind of moving up to the high side, trying to use the high side in turns 1 and 2. I think that's the preferred line here. As now Sherman's trying to get underneath the 59 here. Almost 3 wide again, as Borkington slid up a bit, but not too much, as Sherman will easily get around the 59. ST Craig now battling Sanchez here for 3rd place. Stravostova starting to close in on the lead again. Side by side here, it looks like Manuel Sanchez will hang on to his spot. Not quite. ST Craig with the advantage of the dogleg here. It's a big advantage for some of these cars. As now Stravostova going side by side again with Gutierrez here, trying to get the first lead change of the day. And besides Gutierrez passing Stravostova for the lead, but Stravostova never led a lap. And we'll see if he can get his lap led here. Still side by side with Gutierrez, as he tries to hang on the outside. Stravostova has the run. He has the advantage. Oh, slides up maybe a little bit. That might give the advantage to Gutierrez here. He might hang on to his lead just like last time. But Stravostova looks like he's going to hang on with the 87 here. And yes, he is. And he'll clear. Our first lead change of the day goes to Prurab Stravostova. He's now out front the new leader here, as Craig is trying to go for second immediately as he still battles Sanchez here. Top 5 have kind of pulled away a little bit. Vevel's currently holding on to 6th place. A battle for 7th between Doge Workington and Michael Parsons. Caleb Rose still hanging on to a top 10 position here, fighting Tegan Fox. As Sherman falls to 11th place. Craig is still battling here as Perkins waits in the wings here. Gutierrez is still trying to keep up with Srivastava here. He's trying to keep the 36 in his sights, as Craig will finally get around Sanchez, and he's now up to 3rd place. Owen just slides up a little bit. Sanchez maybe trying to pull a crossover, and the run kind of stalled out there, so no chance at a crossover. Still peaking down there, still trying to get his 3rd place back, as Gutierrez is also peaking as well. Srivastava kind of slides up a little bit, but not enough of a run for the 87 to get by. He'll stay right behind the 36 for now. And there's a battle going on here for 9th place, I believe. Rose still kind of dropping back a bit. Sherman trying to get back into the top 10. McThydig also trying to get into the top 10 as well, right behind. It's like David versus Goliath here. Caleb Rose would love a top 10 here in his first start this season. He's still looking for a sponsor here after, I think it was Rax that went bankrupt last season, and so he doesn't currently have a full-time sponsor at least. He's got some associates on there, obviously, as it slides up a little bit. It's getting a bit dicey here. McThydig kind of slid up a little bit, and so did the 59, and now McThydig will take advantage of that. But Rose does have the advantage on the outside here. He might have a chance to hang on. McThydig might take it 3 wide. No, he doesn't have enough of a run. He'll stay right behind those two. Sanchez is starting to drop back. Perkins got around him, and now Vebels is trying to get around him. ST Craig is trying to get around Gutierrez here, but that didn't work, as Gutierrez is starting to close back in on the leader. He slides up a little bit there. That gives some room to Craig right there. But Craig, his run kind of stalled out there, so no chance of a battle right there. Let's see if we can see where Brian Scarrett is right now. Scarrett back in 31st. This could be a great day if Srivastava could get the win today. And with Scarrett having a terrible run, and looks like Jonathan Marks isn't having a great run either. Fighting with Anton Alvarez for last there. Still a battle behind for 6th place as Vebels looks like he'll get clear of Sanchez as he falls back. Battle for the lead. Angel Gutierrez trying to get his lead back versus Srivastava here. Side by side into turn 1. Srivastava just barely beat out the 87, and now he'll get clear. Hold on, wait a minute. Now he'll get clear here, and now Craig now trying to battle for 2nd here. That outside lane being very proficient in turns 1 and 2, as you saw right there. But it looks like Gutierrez might be able to hang on to his lead if he had enough of a run, as Sanchez and Vebels are side by side again here. Behind, side by side into turn 1, meanwhile, for ST Craig and Gutierrez here. Oh, it's flip a coin, choose which one will win this battle here. I think it might be Gutierrez here. Yes, he will. He'll get clear. Perkins now could take advantage of that, trying to get around Craig. Craig not having any of it. He'll try to fight back on the front stretch, and I'm not sure if he's going to win that battle, but we'll see. And I just knocked my phone. Whoopsie. Still side by side here. This is getting a bit intense here. And got a big enough of a run. He might clear Perkins into turn 3, and he will. Not quite, but Perkins still there, trying to battle, and now Craig will get clear and hold on to his 3rd place. Top 10 is getting strung out a bit. Parsons peaking a bit low on Doge Porkington. It looks like Tegan Fox will try to take advantage of that. Trying to get a run on the outside here. Trying to use the outside line to her advantage. But it looks like Parsons will hang on to that position as he fights Doge Borkington now. McThydig also a part of this battle, and Parsons just lost a lot of momentum there, and Borkington will get clear. So will Tegan Fox, so a little bit of a mistake there by Parsons there as he drops 2 positions. Battle for the lead. Once again, Gutierrez trying to get his lead back. Shrivastava trying to hang on. Side by side, Gutierrez drives it into turn 3, and it looks like he'll get his lead back. Angel Gutierrez. And he's cleared. So back to the lead goes the 87, as Craig is under fire from Perkins again. Perkins trying to get the advantage of the 71 here, but it looks like Craig will hang on. And we might have a battle for second here soon. Shrivastava. You know, looks like Perkins is peaking once again. Manuel Sanchez is peaking again. Trying to get to the inside of the 5 here. But couldn't get the run to stick. And he's trying once again to get around the 5. But his car's kind of stalled out here. Maybe it's because of the older tires. Maybe it's because the setup is a bit wonky now as we third of the way through, I would say. And Perkins is trying once again to get around Craig. Craig gets the run off of turn 4, though, so he'll hang on to 3rd place once again. Oh, man, everybody showed up today. Single file all throughout the top 10, side by side. Rose falling back to 12th place as Conwell is trying to get around him. So yeah, that equipment kind of showing that this car isn't as good as it qualified, but still an impressive run for Rose if he can finish in the top 15, I would say. That would be a great one. Shrivastava once again going for the lead. 36 versus 87, that's how it's been all day. And Craig might take advantage of that. He's trying to get a run here maybe, as Shrivastava might be able to clear here. No, Gutierrez will fight back on the outside. Gonna be side by side once again on the front stretch. And Gutierrez will just barely lead that lap once again. And Gutierrez looks like he's gonna clear into turn 1. Craig thought he almost made it 3 wide right there. And as I said, he cleared. He doesn't. They're still side by side. Excuse me. Craig trying to hang on, try to use the outside line to his advantage. Excuse me, Gutierrez, not Craig. What am I talking about? Seems like Gutierrez will hang on to the lead, though, as he might get clear this time. No, Shrivastava gets a nice run on the inside there. Through turn 2. I think he's slightly better in turn 2 on that inside line. Craig, Gutierrez just can't clear. Why do I keep trying to call him Craig? My fault. 2 by 2 here. In the top 4 right now, as Perkins has joined this battle as he tries to take advantage of ST Craig here. Shrivastava is just driving it into the corner. Some aggressive driving there, maybe being a bit desperate perhaps, but that might wear out the tires too much. And I guess he doesn't care about tires right now. Still side by side. Shrivastava. And it looks like Gutierrez will once again hang on and lead another lap. And this time he'll finally get clear. And as I say that, it's once again Shrivastava gets a run, but I think finally as he enters the dogleg, he'll be clear. And he'll be fine as Craig trying to get the run on the outside. Try to take away that 2nd place from Shrivastava here as he slides way up. Shrivastava again trying to fight for the lead. But he drove it way too much into the corner, and that might cost him. It might cost him 2nd. But Craig is a fighter here. Has a slight disadvantage on the outside. But is trying to make the outside line work, and we see many drivers. Tegan Fox, by the way, up to 5th place. What a run for Fox. A little bit of action back here. Sherman versus Parsons. Still side by side here. Shrivastava is trying with all his might to get around the 87. And he might finally get around him here. But no, I think he'll fight back slightly 3 wide. ST Craig is going to take advantage of this. And I think that might have just put the nail in the coffin there, as Shrivastava might be able to clear. Craig might be aggressive here. It might be 3 wide here soon. Watch out, folks. Craig's getting a bit aggressive here, but the run just doesn't stick. And he can't make it 3 wide. Shrivastava trying to hang on. He just barely let it at the line. He's trying to clear the 87 here. I think he might have finally gotten clear again. And Craig is trying to take advantage of that. Trying to take advantage of the 87. And it looks like he will. Ooh, Gutierrez might be in trouble here. Perkins is going to try to get around him as well. Tegan Fox probably as well. A bunch of these drivers. Maybe it's because Gutierrez has got slightly worn tires, but no, he's going to try to fight back on ST Craig here. He peeks down to the inside, but just can't drive it down there as Shrivastava heads to pit road. We got pit stops here, folks. Shrivastava looks like he might be the only taker of the leaders, as still battling for the lead now, as Craig led that lap. Gutierrez right behind. Well, some of the other people in the top 10 are pitting. Saw Doge and Caleb Rose. And it looks like more drivers are coming. Shrivastava looks like Craig is coming. Gutierrez, Tegan Fox, Kurt Perkins. But it looks like Vebelst and Manuel Sanchez will stay out as more drivers coming to pit road this time by. And we're just about halfway through the race here. So far, no cautions. Everything has been calm, cool, and collected, and green. As it looks like Vebels will head to pit road. It looks like McThydig, Sherman, and Kellen Short, they'll stay out this time, and it looks like, I was about to say, it looks like they'll be the only ones staying out, but no, they will not. A couple other drivers behind them are staying out as well. There's Scarrett right there, having a terrible run. And it looks like these guys will probably be coming in next time by. This time by, they are coming this time by. Everybody else is coming in now. Nobody else is staying out. And here they all come. It looks like Ronnie Martin might be staying out, I think. Yeah, it looks like Ronnie Martin is going to stay out for another lap, as pit road is, oh, such a mess. It's a very tight pit road, to say the least. But it looks like everybody is going to be fine, as Martin stays out for another lap, and it looks like he'll finally come to pit road after a very long stint out on the racetrack. Looks like ST Craig managed to beat Shrivastava out of the pit, so that's interesting there. Doge Borkington looks like he also got a good pit stop as he tries to fight Gutierrez here. And they're easily going to beat McThydig and the rest off of pit road. So ST Craig looking to go back-to-back here, possibly. Shrivastava in a close second. Borkington now takes third place over. Caleb Rose with a good pit stop. He's back into the top 10. Skippy Larson into the top 10 as well. Looks like McThydig and the rest, that long-run strategy, looks like it might not work out here. But they're on fresher tires now, so we'll see how that figures out by the end of this race. As Craig now dominating here. Borkington possibly looking at Shrivastava here. Looks like that 14 is a bit fast here as he slides up a little bit. Skippy Larson currently holds on to the fastest lap today. And well, that explains a lot. He's currently in the top 10. As Gutierrez tries to get third place back side by side here with Borkington. As they go through the dog leg. Still side by side. It looks like Borkington might relinquish that position. No, he'll fight back on the outside. And it looks like Borkington will hold on to third place. Gutierrez will slot back in line. No, he'll fight again here. He's got a slight run into turns 1 and 2. But it looks like Borkington will finally get that position back. Starting to get a bit closer out front here. Nope, Workington, these two continue to fight. Rose is catching up to Perkins a bit, so maybe Caleb Rose has a bit of a short run speed right now. That's very interesting. He's got a great setup, I guess, and he's probably hoping for maybe another caution or pit cycle or something like that. He had a great pit stop as Craig is now starting to pull away here as Big Mac looks like at a slow stop. Neil Dick, Kirsten Bell, Anton Alvarez, Kyler Sischai, Wilson, Mark Evans. There's Scarrett right there, battling with Dick Ball. Another terrible run for Scarrett, but as we saw at Las Vegas, with so many wrecks, he somehow took advantage of that, but it looks like with how clean this race is today, that will not be happening. And Stravostova could gain a ton of points today with how Scarrett is running. As Rose gets by Perkins and into the top 10 goes Caleb Rose. What a run for the 59 today. If he can somehow finish in the top 5, which I kind of doubt it, but that would be a very impressive run. As he tries to defend his position from Perkins here, it looks like he might be able to. No, Perkins will place a bit of offense here on the inside line through turns 3 and 4, but Rose will get a big run here on the front stretch. And it looks like he'll defend his position maybe in slightly weaker equipment. No, he will not. And now he's in trouble here. Tegan Fox and Vevelst looking to attack the 59 here. He had such a great run battling Perkins there. It seemed like he could take advantage of maybe the pit cycle a bit, but looks like that will not be happening as strung out single file here through the top 4. Make that top 5 as Perkins is clear, of course. These two continued battle side by side. Fox versus Rose. Maybe this is a little bit more equal of a battle here, perhaps. As Rose slides up a little bit. But he'll get that great run off of turn 4 here. And he might hold on here. Yes, he will. He'll hold on to 6th place for now. As Vevels now goes on the attack. Carlson Vevels trying to get around Tegan Fox and end a bit of a terrible streak here. He's had many mechanical issues this season, which has caused him to miss out on some valuable points. He's had some great runs, but the engine has stopped him from pretty much completing those runs. He's had a streak of 35th, 40th, and 42nd. And I think all those retirements are from mechanical issues or crashes, of course. But yeah, bad streak for Vevels here, and he's trying to end it today with the top 10. See if he can get that today. Front of the pack is starting to tighten up a little bit. ST Craig, Stravostova, as they start to pull away from Borkington a little bit. Thought Rose was battling there with Vevelst a bit, but it looks like Vevelst will stay right behind the 59. Ooh, he slides up a bit. Tegan Fox will take advantage of that, as she's now side by side with the 11. And maybe also battle Caleb Rose here, possibly. Rose using the middle lane a little bit, I think, as Vevelst is now in trouble of losing another position thanks to Parsons here. Battle for 3rd was going on there for a little bit, as Gutierrez is trying to get 3rd place back. ST Craig has pulled away a little bit again. And this battle for 6 continues on. Rose still trying to defend his position, and it looks like he will be able to do that once again. David versus Goliath here. But Tegan Fox will continue to fight on the inside. Parsons also on the inside as well. We're getting a bit tight between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here, and maybe 5th place as well. Oh, Rose slid up a little bit. I think that might have just lost him 6th place, and yeah, he's back to 7th. And he'll just... Now he's got to defend from Parsons, and it looks like he will not, as Vevelst almost... I thought he was going to get into Rose right there. That looked like that 11 got a bit tight out of turn 4 there, and that was a bit dangerous. Rose still side by side with Parsons. This really is a David versus Goliath kind of situation there, as Gutierrez battles Doge Borkington here for 3rd place. And Craig is starting to pull away more and more and more. It's over half a second. Sierra Reno currently holds the fastest lap along with Brock Moore, Tyler Sistry, and Dick Ball. Some shocking names there up at the front of the fastest lap leaderboards there. And it looks like Rose will fall back to 8th place, but seems like he's going to be fine for now at least, even though this, oh, now he's going to try to battle for 7th here. The little engine that could, still trying to gain positions here, even though he lost those positions. Gutierrez is peeking down to the inside, still battling for 3rd place here. But it looks like Workington will hold on to his 3rd place and will stay in front of Gutierrez. SD Craig, if he wins today, would go back-to-back. First time that has happened since Aline McThydig did it early last season. And I'm pretty sure 2 wins would pretty much lock him up, and well, I'm pretty sure he would be fine with staying with McCoy Motorsports for another year. Hello, Big Mac. Looks like Neil Dick has gotten around Kirsten Bell. Oh, we got trouble here. Caleb Lane is slow. Mechanical issue, trying to bring it back to pit road here. It looks like he will be able to, and I think we'll be just fine, but tough break for Caleb Lane there. Excuse me again. And so Lane will bring it down pit road, no caution. We will stay green. Oh, Borkington has a bit of a run here. We might have a battle for 2nd here. And Rose is just hanging on to his 8th place for now as they battle behind Skippy Larson, Aline McThydig, Vebelst. Daniel Sanchez looked like he didn't have a great pit stop there, and he's fallen back. Almost 3 wide there. Skippy Larson, oh boy, glad he has a spotter there, or he would have driven into McThydig right there. We just starting to come down a little bit. Maybe Craig's tires wearing out a bit right there. As Stravastova's trying to close in on the lead again. Borkington as well. Looks like they'll easily beat out Caleb Lane, so he won't become an issue as a lap car. And he'll just pull right in front of Rose as Vebelson and Larson continue to battle here. McThydig and Sherman as well, battling there with Manuel Sanchez. Oh, this is going to be interesting here. Lane might become an issue here because he has fresher tires than everybody else. And so that's going to be interesting how that paradigm fixes out. Maybe he could play some sort of strategy here, but I doubt it. It's kind of overhit for him. Gutierrez trying to get 3rd place once again. Has a bit of a run here. Maybe he has a chance here. As once again, SD Craig pulls away a little bit. Stravastova just making the small little mistakes that lose you a ton of track time against the 71. As, yeah, Lane is so much faster than everybody else. He's going to play a factor in this race here, that's for sure. And we're probably going to have one more pit stop here as Reno still holds the fastest lap. Oh, 3 wide here. Lane is being very aggressive as a lap car. And he'll easily get around Gutierrez and Doge Borkington as they continue to battle for 3rd place. Lane looks like he'll try to get up to 2nd place. Oh man, he's going to unlap himself here. Caleb Lane shows you how much those fresher tires mean so much to these drivers. As Gutierrez continues to battle with Borkington, as Perkins joins in on the battle as well. But it looks like Borkington might be able to hang on the outside. Oh boy, we might. SG Craig has some trouble here with Caleb Lane, as Lane is officially going to be back on the lead lap. And it looked like that didn't cause any issues for SG Craig here, as Gutierrez now slots back into 3rd place. Perkins trying to get 4th place meanwhile, over Borkington as he starts to fall back a little bit. Side by side behind as well. Parsons versus Tegan Fox. And this tough battle here for about 9th and 10th place continue on. Sherman joining in on the funnel as well. Laps continuing to wind down here. This has been a very quick race here. So far, 35 minutes in. If it stays green, we might have our shortest race of the season, possibly. By the looks of it, that could be true as Vebels and Larson continue to battle side by side. But it looks like Vebels will win the battle. McThydig might take advantage of this using the outside lane. The 91 might get into the top 10, but Larson drives it into turn 1. And it looks like he gets a good run there. Now battling Vebels once again. Caleb Rose is probably loving it behind. Just hanging on to his 8th place for now. Perkins versus Doge. Meanwhile here, as that continues. Looks like Rose was trying to block Larson right there as he finally got clear of Vebels. And now just trying to... Well, he's just still trying to hang on to an 8th place here. Against some of the strongest cars in the field here. I don't imagine Stravosova is doing much here. He's holding strong to the 2nd place. Meanwhile, Scarrett is 31st right now. It doesn't have to battle the 71 at all. He could just stay in 2nd and will probably get the point lead, I would imagine. With how bad Scarrett is. Side by side Perkins. Well, the 59 doesn't have a sponsor because he hasn't qualified for a race yet. So, looks like he'll get a sponsor now, especially with this performance. And we got trouble! And a wreck behind Nelson Reeves, McThydig. Oh, and let's get through this Queen. Manuel Sanchez as well. It's like Alvarez got into a bit of damage there. Caution is out for the first time today. It looks like Oline McThydig blew up in front of those few drivers there, as we got our first caution finally. And that's exactly what happens. That being Oline McThydig blowing up in front of everybody. And looking like he's trying to get to pit road, but then Sanchez gets into the back of him and goes spinning. Nelson Reeves nowhere to go in that. And it ends up in a pile up in turn 3. And oh boy, it gets a bit dicey here with so many drivers. Ronnie Martin, oh boy, almost getting involved in that. Almost colliding with Sanchez there. And a couple other drivers trying to figure this out. Alvarez, I think, gets into Jonathan Marks here. Just a tad bit. Yep, right there. Just scraped the 19, but everybody else is fine. And yeah, McThydig already retired from the race. Everybody coming to pit road here. Probably the final pit stop of the race, unless we get maybe another caution. SG Craig gonna need a good pit stop here. So is Stravosova and pretty much everybody else who is in contention. Maybe gonna see some strategies here, or some strategies here possibly, with 20 laps to go as someone stayed out. It's Lane. He'll get the wave around. Oh, whoops. Anyways, Craig. Oh, Perkins might win the race. Did he win the race off of pit road? I'm not sure. Stravosova with a bit of a slower stop. Falls back a bit. Kellen Short looks like she got a good stop there. Getting ready for the restart here at Phoenix. ST Craig won the race off of pit road. Sherman just blew up and probably be out of the race. Yes, he is. Manuel Sanchez still running, and so is Nelson Reeves in very battered race cars. As Craig is going to try to hang on to his lead with under 20 laps to go. Pace car is going to pull in here. And we will be back under green here soon. ST Craig trying to go back-to-back, and we're back underway. Great restart between the top two here as they get a bit of a jump on Stravostova. Perkins peeking down to the inside a bit, but couldn't get the run. Just checking on Sanchez, and he's probably... Reeves is actually slower somehow. So the lap traffic perhaps holding up a couple drivers. As Craig's starting to pull away a little bit. Gutierrez battling Doge Workington once again as Stravostova looking for second place. Peaks down low. I thought he was going to make contact there with Perkins, but it looks like they'll both hang on to it. Stravostova getting back into second place as Perkins slides up a bit. And Stravostova will easily make the pass over the number 5. As Craig's starting to pull away a little bit, Gutierrez... Oh, Tegan Fox! Trouble, trouble, trouble! Fox goes spinning! Oh, and... brings up another pile up here with Manuel Sanchez getting involved at the end. Scarrett's in it. Danton Sedgwick is in it. Oh, my goodness. It wouldn't be RMS without something stupid happening, wouldn't it? So the 88 has a mechanical issue, and it once again causes another wreck. It looks like... I don't know what she's doing there. What is she doing? Looked like she was trying to get to the apron, goes up into Caleb Rose, then gets into Vevelst. Sierra Reno gets some damage in that, as Vevel smacks the outside wall there. Oh. So many race cars. I botched that. Anyways. Fox sliding up the racetrack, and that's where Sedgy gets all the damage. He clips Vevelst there. And then the pile up behind. I don't know what Manuel Sanchez was thinking right there as he gets into Tony Santori, who also got into Guerrero. Looks like Guerrero had some damage there before, so... some contact there between the two, I presume? Maybe? But yeah, I don't know what Manuel Sanchez is doing there. I'm assuming it's the AI being a bit dumb there. And he just piles into Fox. Piles into Santori. And then Scarrett gets clipped there. And that's how Reeves also gets involved. And Brockmore, who gets a bit of damage in that. And so it's another multi-car wreck. And another caution. Welcome back to Phoenix. We are possibly setting up for the final restart of the day, as the lap cars will line up on the inside. ST Craig still leading here. Stravostova in second, wrapping up the second caution of today. As we're coming up on 10 laps to go here, ST Craig trying to go back-to-back. And the lap traffic might help him here, as we're getting ready for the restart. ST Craig, Stravostova in second, looking to get the points lead here. Perkins, of course, looking for another win, possibly. Doge Workington in the top 5. Having a good run. Gutierrez as well. And the green flag is going to come out. 11 laps of racing to go. Oh, and the lap cars are not fast at all. Looks like everybody in the top 4 will easily get around him. As Perkins looks down to the inside for second. Oh, I forgot the Dairy Queen. But anyways, oh, Perkins with a huge run here. Perkins is trying to go for the lead. But ST Craig is just going to barely lead at the line. 10 laps to go. Can Craig hang on? Can Perkins make the run stick? Yes, he can, and he's long gone. As Stravosova is trying to get second place now, Doge Workington, Craig is falling back here. Maybe it was a bad restart, maybe it was something, but ST Craig looks like he won't go back to back. Unfortunate there for ST Craig. Still side by side here. Workington trying to get third place. Now I can DQ there. Oh, very cool. There we go. Workington still now fighting for second. I just realized that Workington might have a chance to win this race if he can get around Stravosova quick enough. Skippy Larson is up here, running very well. Caleb Rose still running in the top 10, trying to hang on and get a great finish out of this amazing day for him. Workington, he has to clear now. He's running out of time, and it looks like he will get around Stravosova. Now he's going to have to track down Perkins here. We might have a finish on our hands here, folks. Needs to get a good run here, possibly on the front stretch. He's closing in on the 5. The gap shrinks just a little bit. Doge Workington. This is the best run he's had in his entire career, pretty much. But Stravosova is looking to come back here, and that might seal the deal right there. Top 2 continuing to battle Stravosova with a huge run. I thought he was going to fight Perkins there for a little bit. Oh, and we have a caution. Another caution, Santori. Oh boy, are we going to be short? Scared is out! Scared is out! Just doing that. What is the command again? I keep forgetting. But anyways, Ryan Scarrett is out. Neil Dick was involved as another accident occurs. So I think Santori, I don't know what he's doing here. He's supposed to be out. He should have gone down pit road before. As he slides up, Jason Main and Mark Guerrero, they make contact there slightly, which then Jason Main kind of bumps into Santori there, who keeps coming down. Neil Dick gets involved there a little bit, and then they all go spinning around into the outside wall. I'm not sure why Santori was still out there. Scarrett, I don't know what he was thinking there. I think he just piled in out of nowhere. Looks like Jason Main barely got any damage in that, but here comes Scarrett here and plows into the back of Santori for no reason. And goes spinning across into the infield. Oh boy. Well, that is some championship implications there. So we will get a 3-lap shootout here. Perkins got a great restart last time and took the lead away. Workington possibly looking for his first career win here. Stravosova just wanting to stay in the top 5. He's going to gain a ton of points on Scarrett after this race is done. As Perkins' pace car is going to pull in this time by. This will be the final restart of the race. And there's no lap cars to cause any commotion. Pace car going to pull in. And we will have a 3-lap shootout to decide this race. Can Kurt Perkins hang on? Can Doge Workington win? We'll see. Green flag is out. And Perkins got a great restart there. And Workington did not, and he's in trouble. This might have sealed it there. Or Workington might be able to hang on. Yes, he will. He'll hang on to second place. And now he's going to try to chase down Perkins here. He's going to be running out of time here. He's got a short amount of time on this short track. Perkins is going to be crossing the line for 2 to go here. Oh, Doge is starting to close in a bit. He might have a chance. He's closing big time. He gained a ton of time on the front stretch there. But that run isn't enough to close up on the back bumper of the 5 here. Through the dog leg. Workington has got to make a move soon. He's running out of time. He's running out of time. Through turn 4, we'll see if he can make it on the last lap. White flag is out. Final lap here at Phoenix. And what a wild race it has been. Can Borkington somehow end up with the victory? He's peaking. He's peaking. He's trying to figure out he's trying to get that clean air. Trying to figure out how to get the run on the inside. But it might be too little too late here. Turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Borkington cannot get there. Kurt Perkins' second win of the season, and it comes at Phoenix. What a win for Kurt there. Someone just went on pit road. It was Garcia Ball for whatever reason. Sure, why not? Looks like Parsons pitted as well. I'm not sure why they did that.